Is this thing on? Yes, it's working. Excellent. Yay. How? 1 second. Wow. Okay. Yes. It's like I'm using technology for the first time.
Neither of us has ever done this before. Can you tell?
Oh my god, I haven't gone live. I think I've done it really randomly, like once, like ages ago, and it was just like on the whim, and it it was so bad.
So like nerve-wracking.
This is so much better when there's like someone to talk to, because I was literally just talking to myself, and people were just like,
jump in whenever you want. Someone drank my wine, so this will do. We got some liqueur.
The nerve, the audacity. Oh
I know, right?
How was your day today? What did you do?
Lots actually. Woke up.
Yeah.
That was my part.
Same.
Just like shooting lots of content and videos.
Yeah.
And yeah, preparing for this. How about you? What did you do?
I did the same stuff. I also woke up, I exercised. I've been exercising every day. Like, look at me. I normally don't do that. Oh my
god, that's so good.
Normally like twice a week max, but I'm just trying to I'm trying to get a quarantine six-pack. Oh, yeah. So it's like challenging myself that by the end of this, it's going to happen. But yeah, no, I did some content and stuff, but it's been chill.
I like the squiggly eye look. It's so good.
Thank you.
So good.
Okay, so I have some questions that we can answer for everyone, just to give us some stuff. So why don't we start off? Okay, why don't you start by like introducing yourself, what you do, and like how you got to do what you're doing right now.
All right, so I'm Maxine. I am a fashion blogger, I would say, or a professional wearer of clothes. I like to wear clothes and take photos of them. That is pretty much the title. I don't know. So I obviously like to create content with fashion brands. Like I like wearing clothes, and I went to America last year. This is like a really short version of this story. I went to the States with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And while I was there, I was like, you know what? Like this fashion blogging thing would be really cool to try. Maybe I'll give it a go one day. And then I got back in May. I went to a panel where 3 Melbourne girls, Jessa Lizzie, Jackie Alexander, and Christy, who you probably know some of them.
Yeah.
They were all talking about how they started and like their journey. And like something just like lit a fire. And I was like, that's it. We're going to do it. And then ever since then, I just like dedicated everything to it. And it's been crazy journey.
I feel like that's the key. You have to give it your all at some point. And
once you literally have to.
Yeah, once you do, you know that it's just going to take off. But like I was pretty much the same. I've been doing makeup for quite a while, but very low key, on and off, sort of as a hobby. Yeah. I went from being a complete tomboy growing up and absolutely hating makeup.
Was your dad your best friend? Like you used to hang out with your dad?
It still
is. Still is, but like he doesn't
get dressed with me. I was such a tomboy. Like I was really into swimming and stuff, and makeup never interested me. But I think the reason why I got into it was because I wanted to do style originally, but I just, I was a broke uni student, so I had this vision board of what I wanted to do style wise, but it just it wasn't happening. I didn't have the budget, so I got one palette, and I was able to create like multiple looks from that one palette. And I feel like that's how I started off in beauty, and then I just kept practicing. And like refining my style and just investing a lot of time in color and the concept and my culture, and then it all sort of just snowballed and came together, which is really, really cool.
I think that's what people like underestimate, is how much time and effort. Like it doesn't just happen. Like you've got to dedicate every single day and making yourself better and evolving.
100%. It's literally it's the consistency of it all, I feel. So like you could be amazing, but if you're not posting at a consistent level, then it's going to be hard to get your work out there. So that's what
consistency is key.
100%. Okay. Yeah. What are 2 like fashion-based brands that you're super into right now?
Okay, so always obsessed. If I had like a huge bank account, which would be a dream.
That's
but I
amazing.
don't. I would so buy everything that Paloma Wool design. Like I'm obsessed with them. Like their designs are so different, so unique, and their just whole like design ethos is amazing.
Yeah.
Same with like Melody Asani. I'm wearing one of her rings, and that's
Oh my god, I'm
from
obsessed.
LA.
I love Melody Asani.
Oh, I went into that store and I was like, why is this the end of my trip and I have no money left?
It's so beautiful. Every time I go back to LA, I immediately go to Melody Asani because
it's just created a whole world.
Honestly, if I were to create a brand, it would be exactly that vibe, because I think it's the ethos behind. Let's do it. No, like it's the ethos behind it's not just a product, and I think that's what's most important to me. Like if I'm gonna invest my monies in anything, it's got to be something that has meaning or has something behind it, and that or brand that's doing something that's contributing back to the wider community. So love her.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's seriously insane. I just love her. How about you?
I'll do makeup related.
Makeup.
Oh my god, it's a really hard question. I use Fenty every single day. I think everyone knows.
I've never tried Fenty. I need to try.
I'm diehard Fenty only because most of her like Ree's products are very functional. Like you can use them for different things. So like all her highlighters you can use as eyeshadows. The glosses are like A+, so good. And also Colourpop for they're so freaking good. Also Colourpop for palettes. Like Colourpop, I feel like they're quite affordable and they're really, really pigmented and whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah. I love how you just called her Ree, like casual. We've done shots together.
I wish. I wish we were on that level. I'm just playing. Wait, someone just asked. Wait, Max, someone just asked what designers you were just talking about. Do you want to say them again, just so people?
So I really love Paloma Wool. So if you guys follow me, thank you for following me. Hi. They're the green stripy squiggly pants that I post like every second week. I love them, and I will wear them every day of the rest of my life. So it's Paloma Wool. So yeah, she's really, really cool. And Melody Asani.
Yes, perfect. Okay, amazing. We're gonna answer a couple of questions from some people who submitted some via our question box.
Yeah.
So the first one that I have here is, what is your source of inspiration?
Ooh.
Like where do
you want to go first, or do you want me to go?
I'll go first. I think when it comes to inspiration, I think for me anything is a look if you really want it to be. You just have to like, I think anything honestly, no matter where you look, there are color combinations happening right in front of you that you just need to open your eyes to. And as soon as you do that, I think it comes with a whole lot of awareness and what was the word that I wrote down? Perception. I think my dad explained it. He's called it he called it, what did he say? Perceptual vigilance. And I was like, oh, that's a fancy word for what I'm... Yeah, so it's just like being very aware. Yeah, like being hyper aware of the colors around you, which is super, super important. And being able to create like patterns, like put together patterns and put together color combinations that may seem odd, but it just sort of makes sense in your head. And I think you see them everywhere, right? So I always see like a color combination out in the real world, and then I'll see that repeated color combination. I'll be like, oh, that would look really cool as a look, and so I'll write it down, like, oh, like pink and red or whatever, and I'll write that down, and then it just sort of develops from there. It just sort of snowballs. But I think just anything and everything, to be honest,
literally inspiration. Just be open to it. Do you have any like other Instagrammers or like creatives that really inspire you?
Yes, who am I loving at the moment? I'm trying to think. I really like Gemini Blush. She's an incredible...
I think I've seen you share her.
I actually, like, I'm so obsessed with her. Sorry. I'm like losing... I can't even speak properly because her artistry is next level. I don't know how she does it. Like her work is so meticulous, and I really respect that. And I think on this platform, there's a whole lot of people doing the makeup thing, but everyone's doing it differently. And I think that's so cool. Everyone has their own unique style. And then there's people like Shah Barker and like Cut Creaser who are doing really incredible things with graphic liner. Yeah, there's so many people. What about you?
There's so many amazing people. It's like so hard to narrow them down, seriously.
Right, yeah.
Well, my inspiration is really like, funnily, it's really similar. It's really similar. I should not have had the alcohol. It's really similar. So prior to doing this, I actually studied interior design. So color combinations are like this huge part of it. And so I've always loved, you know, color, and I've always loved fashion. And I think doing this little page, like you said, the visuals is like such a huge thing for me. I'm such a visual person. If you guys have seen my wardrobe little tour thing, my wardrobe is open and it's color coordinated, and I can see everything that is ready to like smack me in the face. Like I'm just waiting for the color combination to hit me. And it's like you have to really be open-minded. Like scrolling 100%. Through Pinterest, like it's not necessarily the actual pictures that I find inspo from. It's more like the composition of the pictures. If that makes sense. Yeah, it's
I'm like, the same. I can find inspiration. Like my mood board for my makeup isn't just makeup looks. It's actually like a pink sky. Like it's like little.
Yours are next level. Yours are so cool. I love it. Like, damn, I want to recreate this.
I get like the most. Yeah, I get really random. My ideas come from nowhere. Like I was going through old, some nostalgia pieces that I found in my wardrobe, like little like hair clips from when I was like a child, and they were they were like blue and pink, and I was like, oh, like I could turn this into a look. So everything and anything.
Everything and anything. Oh. And then as far as Instagrammers, I will mention this because like I have one favorite. So I actually met her in Brooklyn when I was in America. Her name's Alyssa in the City. Do you follow her?
I love her. No, I don't.
Alyssa. Oh, follow her. She's amazing.
Okay.
So like I'm obsessed with the way she puts together outfits, like print clashes, and she works with like big brands and small brands, and it's just so cool to see. And as well as like this other girl, Maria Bernard, the way she dresses and the colors she puts together.
Gotta write this down so I can look.
Yes, write it down. Everyone write it down.
Take notes.
Everyone write it
down. Okay, amazing. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
This is sick. I know, there's just
so
many
blurry?
people out there.
Apparently I'm really blurry. My internet connection is not great, guys.
You're blurring on my end just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But should I try and disconnect?
Happening over there.
Better?
We can try again, yeah. Or we can like, wait, let's see. It's loading.
What have I done?
Happening. Oh, that's so much better. What just happened? Wait, it's still loading. I don't like this. I don't like the internet. Okay. Okay.
That didn't work. So
can everyone please comment if they can see Max? Just be like, yeah.
I think this happens all the time. My room is like a black hole. My data is not good, guys. Sorry, this is so off topic. But
okay, but now
I can't use my data. It doesn't work here.
Yes, much better. You know, we had like an internet blackout the other day. The whole day we didn't have internet, and we were in lockdown. And I was like, what do I do with myself? We had no internet. It was just like
start like cleaning the dishes.
Yeah, I was like, no, you're crystal clear now. I love this. I'm actually really into this aesthetic right now. Like you've got the green and like the bluey, purpley background. I've got the pink. I'm inspired. It's a lot.
Yeah, we've got a color combo here, right?
Right. Okay, cool. Are you ready for the next question, Max? I'm going to ask you. So just asked you where you get inspiration from. This is fairly similar, but how do you maintain that creativity? Like how do you stay creative, stay motivated, and what do you do when you fall into like a creative slump?
Okay, so staying creative, I think it's always just exposing yourself to different things. If you get in the same routine, sometimes you can become like a bit stale. Yeah. So just like throwing together stuff that you normally wouldn't. Like if I'm having a day where I'm like, ugh, I just like chuck together something completely random and I'm like, hey, this is actually working. Or hey, this is not okay.
Yeah.
And then also like seeing other girls, like other bloggers and stuff like really doing well, like that really inspires me and motivates me.
Yeah.
And as well as like the off days, I'm like a huge believer in like the universe will give you exactly what you need when you need it.
Yeah.
So those days that you feel off or unmotivated,
yeah,
the universe can't give you what you need unless there is space for it. So my boyfriend just texted me saying I'm so blurry. Great, guys. Never mind.
Wait, you're frozen for me. Why is it doing this to me? I don't like it.
Oh my god.
It's got the little like spinny circle, but I can hear you perfectly. So I'm just hoping that'll catch up. But no, I completely agree with that. Sometimes I feel like maybe I rely too much on the universe. I'm like, oh, the universe has like everything set out for me. But you can spin it to be positive, and when you feel like there's like a high of being like having your best interests at heart, it does sort of help and guide you. And I think it makes you feel less crappy about having an unproductive day, because you're like, it's okay, that's fine, like we'll move forward. And I think being able to sort of understand that not every single day is going to be like go. There's a lot of there's like a lot of productivity in the unproductive days, because the next day you'll turn it out. And I think I completely agree with you there. So it's just about,
it's like balance. Not every day is going to be up here. I don't know if you can even see me. Not every day is going to be up here. It's like you need to allow space for those things to come to you. What else did I write down for inspiration? And then just like comparing with yourself, like stuff you've done, like versions of yourself that have been really successful, like comparing to yourself, like, hey, I was doing really well then, what was I doing, how can I better it, like evolve, that kind of stuff.
100%. I think it's important as well to focus on yourself, because when everyone's posting online, you can kind of get distracted and sort of compare and despair. And so I find that it helps to use my own past achievements as a sort of benchmark, rather than benchmarking myself against other people. So that helps to keep me on like Max, you're frozen as hell, like you haven't moved in like 5 minutes. And wait, should I exit this and we can start again? Wait, it's okay, very frozen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Is this any better?
Okay, I'm gonna exit it and start it again. Is that cool? No, you're still frozen.
Let me move. Let me move locations. Maybe.
Okay, move your location, because and hopefully
this room hates me. We'll be back, guys. Tune in. Oh my god.
There's always going to be a technical difficulty.
Always. We're just gonna get through it. It's okay.
The universe just doesn't want us to live right now.
I know.
Okay, she's left. She's probably coming back. Please come back. For me, I'll just entertain the show. How's everyone doing tonight? I actually don't have Snapchat. I used to have Snapchat. I used to. I just got over it. Thoughts on Money Heist. I'm on season 4 right now, but I've only watched one episode so far. It's incredible. Oh, thank you. Okay, Max, where are you? Let's see. Let's get her back. I also really like my hair short, so I'm just answering some questions while we're at it. I like it short too. I think when it was long, I don't know. Long is cute, but this is the new me. All right, where's Max gone? Da, 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 da. hang on. We're gonna pause this. I'm gonna exit and come back. I'll be back. And we're back. And this time it's gonna work. It has to. Come on. Hi again. It better work this time, I swear to God. Okay, let's do it. Yes! She's not frozen.
I'm
She's
not frozen.
moving.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Amazing, amazing.
Like,
man, how frustrating though.
My room is like a black hole, guys. Black hole.
Okay, but she's found the light.
I'm upstairs. I had to literally shift to the other side of my house.
We're good.
We're good.
All right, what were we talking about? We were talking about staying creative and staying motivated.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to say is I posted like a graphic the other day on my stories about how when you're creating habitually rather than only when you're inspired, you're more likely to reach like a genius level of idea. So like when you're creating every single day, even if you don't want to, it'll allow you to reach like that level of creativity.
You're constantly evolving and pushing yourself. Like
exactly, yeah. So I think it's important for people to know that there are days, for example, today I woke up and I did not want to do anything. I wasn't in the mood. Yeah, I was honestly just not in the mood, but I pushed past it. I was like, we're going to do it. We're tackling this anyway. And I filmed a YouTube tutorial, even though I didn't really want to. And then after that, it was fine. Like we kept going. And it was good.
I think like those days where you feel Blair, just start. Do anything. Just start somewhere.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, your thing is buffering again, but I'm hoping it'll just...
Oh my God, why? Oh my God. So I'm never doing live again because it doesn't like me.
I hate this. I think we'll just have to wait till this whole quarantine thing is over and catch up and do it
together.
Yeah. It's so funny, guys. We like Max and I have never met. We were just frothing over each other online. We were just admiring from afar. We're like, love what she's doing.
Like,
let's collaborate.
Comment. Loki, want to be friends with you?
Okay, let's answer a couple more questions and then hopefully, because you're still frozen, so hopefully this goes back to normal, and then we can maybe answer some questions that people are submitting on here. But the other thing I was going to say is I think one of the questions that I kept getting was, do you ever feel like there's something stopping you from posting a look? Like, do you ever feel like there's fear or judgment holding you back? And how do you sort of get over that? How do you push forward and still post your bold and creative outfit posts?
I think, like, am I still buffering?
You are still buffering.
Oh my God. Should I try my...
Are you still there? I'm going to drink my wine and hopefully wait. Okay. Hello?
Am I back?
No, it's still buffering.
Oh, Lord.
Are you using Wi-Fi? Are you using
I just tried Wi-Fi.
Okay.
I'm trying data.
Okay, try your data.
You can hear me. So
yeah, I can hear you perfectly. It's just the video I think it's just lagging.
Yeah, okay. So maybe I'll just talk. Let me know if the audio cuts out.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just keep going.
So, what was the question? Oh, judgment, fear. When I first started, it was, I had a lot of people telling me not to do it. And like, it's a dead end. Don't waste your time. And to be honest, that kind of motivated me to do it more. Like, and then I think like with the colorful stuff and the really bold looks, I feel like when you're in a place where you completely back yourself and you like 100% love what you're doing, believe what you're doing, that stuff doesn't even enter your mind. Like there'll be looks where I'm scared to post it because I feel like it might be too much color, but they end up being the posts that do like really well. So I think it's like trust your gut because it will not fail you, you know?
100%. 100%. I remember when I was working full time, and I had to make a decision of whether to take this, like, you know, full time, or if I should just keep working. Like, it was a really hard decision because, you know, my time was divided and I was exhausted and I really needed to dedicate myself. But I took the plunge, and even though people, you know, at my work were telling me not to because they said it's not risky, it's not stable, and I think I'm the same. I was like, well, why not give it a go? I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing that can happen is that it doesn't work out and you bounce back and you figure out a plan to keep going.
You lose like 6 months,
There's honestly, it's not there's no such thing as a lose situation because you learn from it no matter what. I feel like that's the thing about, you can't really fail because even if things don't go your way, like, okay, how can you like work this out for the next time? So that was my like mantra. And the whole thing, like, as soon as I left high school and went to uni and stuff, I started to regain like this newfound confidence that I never had, and it just involved like not really caring what other people think. Like, other people's opinions shouldn't matter whatsoever, and if you like it, then that's the only thing that matters. And you know, people will respect you for backing yourself, and I think that's what keeps me going because I enjoy it. And like, that's
exactly.
I think like anything else.
I think that was a question as well that I got, like, how do you stay true to you? Like, I feel like it's so easy with so many like visuals being thrown at us through Instagram and Pinterest to like be inspired, but then like literally mimic people. And I think that's when you'll find yourself not enjoying it as much, and maybe that's when you'll start to question yourself because you get lost in someone else's vibe. So I feel like it's really about staying true to you, because when you're on your own path and when you're sticking to like what you love, it's really hard to sort of fall off it. And like, I don't know, I think like you just have to make sure whatever you're doing, it's making you happy at the end of the day. Like, that's stuff everyone else. If it makes you happy, you'll succeed.
That's it. I think going into this, are you passionate about it? Does it make you happy? And if it's a no for both things, then you should reconsider, because a lot of people ask me, the first thing they ask me is, oh, like, how do I become Instagram famous? And I'm like, that's not
you don't go into it thinking that.
You don't go into, as soon as you go into it thinking how do I become Instagram famous, you're not going to get very far, because your goals are all wrong. They're twisted. You need to focus about like what's right for you. I'm just going to scroll up because someone asked a question. They said,
I found the hardest thing. Hey.
Someone asked, I found the hardest thing for me has been finding my aesthetic and running with it. Do you have any advice for finding your groove? And I think, like, personally, it's just trial and error. So just play with a whole bunch of aesthetics and you'll find one that sticks and feels right, and then you can run with that. Because I went through so many different aesthetics. I was trying different color combinations and different things with my camera. I was trying like a professional camera or just using my iPhone, and you'll find like
underrated, so good.
I just use my iPhone. It's so easy, and it's part me being lazy and part me just liking the way that the photos come out on the iPhone. It's just so much better, I reckon.
I think like if you scroll all the way down to the start of my feed, I was a neutral feed, guys. Neutral.
You were a neutral?
So I had a little art studio and I did like neutral paintings. So then I was like, why don't we bring this over to fashion? And then you know what? I just wasn't like enjoying it, loving it as much as I thought I would. So I just switched it up and now I'm obsessed. Love it.
I think the thing is like the similarity between our accounts, and probably the reason why we collabed, is because the essence of it all is the color, right? And for me, color invokes a very strong feeling depending on what color I'm using, right? So if I'm doing like blues and purples, that is going to invoke a different emotion as would like oranges and pinks. And
it's very popular.
And I think when, you know, I think the important thing is that when I'm scrolling through my own feed or someone else's colorful colorful feed, it makes me feel something. It makes me feel happy, just like baseline. And so I think that's pretty much the reason why. That's the reason why I like doing colorful content.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it literally excites me. Like when I have a post that I've created and I'm gonna post it, like I get up at 6 a.m. to post my photo. Because a lot of you guys are international, so I'm like, that's it, you guys are up, let's get up. So literally when I have a colorful outfit, like I get so excited that I don't even like need an alarm. I'm like, I'm up, let's post, let's go, let's get it out there.
Yeah.
Like I just honestly love it. Like
it's invigorating, I think.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I'm gonna see what other questions.
Let's look at some questions.
Yeah, let's look at some questions that you guys might have.
Am I still buffering?
You're still buffering, but I'm just pretending
I'm gonna try.
You're alive and well on the other side there. Oh, okay, so here's one for you, Max. Someone was asking, this is from the stories, how did you grow your following so quickly? Because you are killing it right now. Hello? Can you hear me?
Am I here?
Yes, I hear you.
You can't see me though, can you?
No, I can't.
Oh, I hate this phone. All right, well, just a PSA, don't go with Vodafone. Jesus. You cannot Instagram live. Jesus. All right, cool. Anyway, let's do questions.
Yeah, okay, wait, did you hear the question that I asked you? It was for
you.
I think it cut out. It was how did you grow your following so quickly?
I get this question so often. I did not try to do it. I did not pay for them. I have literally just dedicated to myself to making sure I have something to post for you guys every single day. Getting on, doing my reply back, build my community. That's all I really care about. The number is a bonus. Yeah. But being able to connect with you guys on with what I'm doing and knowing that you guys enjoy it, that is literally the biggest thing. The number is a bonus. Seriously,
100%.
Just be consistent. That's all I can say. And be you.
Consistent. Yeah. Be authentic.
Because people aren't going to follow something they already are following. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So try and find your lane. That's what I would say.
Yeah. I think everyone's unique selling point is themselves. Yeah. There's no one else like you. And so harness what makes you an individual, makes you different from everyone else. And I was the same. I remember in the beginning, I've grown followers in sort of a slower way. It's been more of a slow burn, which I'm so fine with. But in the beginning, I was like, why am I not gaining followers? What am I not doing right? And as soon as I was like, wait, that's not even why I'm doing this. Let me let go of all that, focus on just enjoying myself. That's when I started growing. So it's actually when you stop focusing on the numbers and focus on
don't try and grow.
Exactly. Don't try. It's a really shitty thing to say because you can't really tell someone not to try and grow and to not think about it. But
yeah,
I think that's when it comes naturally, when you're thinking about the work rather than the numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because when I started doing the color stuff, I was like, oh, everyone's doing neutrals, no one's going to like color, but that's what makes me happy, so let's do it. And it worked out for me. So you just got to do what you enjoy.
100%. And how often do you post? Do you post twice a day?
I post a photo at 6 a.m. because that's just what works for me. Everyone's different, so don't go posting at 6, and if it doesn't work, don't hate me. It's just when my followers are on. And then I always try and post something at nighttime, whether it's an outfit or it's a filler or something fun. I always make sure I have something ready to go, just so you're covering everyone.
That's smart. Yeah. I used to post it my sweet spot was 7:45 in the morning. It was when I was on the train.
It's so random, isn't it? It's
I was like 7:45. Yeah, and then I quit my job and I was like, I can't wake up that early. So I started posting at 9 p.m. and so 9 p.m. is the time. It's the same as you, Max. It's I don't know if it'll work for anyone else, but it works for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing it. If it ain't broke,
I find morning works better than nighttime for me, which is bizarre. When I don't know how it works. It's so crazy, but it's just how it works when you're up.
I think that's most of the questions. I think the last thing that we can finish on, which I feel like maybe we have already touched on it, but what's one piece of advice that you would give to a aspiring creator?
Well, we've definitely, I think we've definitely touched on it, but my biggest advice, like when you guys message and ask questions, I honestly just say be unique, be you, don't try to be anything else, because it's just, you're gonna like, you'll burn out and you'll run out of ideas. You just like, it's better off you dedicating your time to building your little world, because you'll only grow in that. Whereas if you try and follow someone else, then you're gonna hit a dead end, I think.
100%. Yeah. Agreed. I think I'll do one that's like specific to people who want to start working with brands and whatnot. I think the way that I've maintained working with brands that are authentic to me is by reaching out and also doing the legwork myself. And I think the common misconception with influencers is that we sit back and we wait for we sit on like all high and mighty and wait for brands to approach us. No, it's not. That's not how it works. Like I put the work in to like reaching out to brands that I know will work really well and that we have a great synergy with, and just seeing what will happen, because the worst thing that will happen is that they'll say no or they don't respond to you. So I think there's no shame whatsoever in putting yourself out there. Be your biggest advocate. Have a media kit if you need one. Have examples of previous work, all that kind of stuff banked up. And I think just go for gold and reach out to the brands that you want to work with, because if you keep persisting and if you're passionate, then
exactly.
I
think that's definitely the misconception, is that like we do nothing but take the photos. Like you do all of your own admin, your own hustling, like everything. It's a full-on
there's a lot of legwork. There's a lot of legwork. And I think someone asked a question further up and
someone asked, is she supposed to be blurry? No, it's not meant to be blurry.
No, it's aesthetic.
It's aesthetic, okay? What position am I blurred on? Is it at least nice, or is it like half my mouth is open?
No, maybe you're blurry for some people, and then maybe for me you're just frozen. But don't worry, you look cute, so it's fine.
No worries.
Someone asked a question. I forgot what they asked. Now I've forgotten now. But someone asked a question. I was going to answer it, and I forgot. Oh yeah, no, wait, I remember. They asked if content creating is a full-time job, and it definitely can be if you work for it.
Yes.
It's a full-time job for me. And I think people are just like blurry and
I know. I'm gonna screenshot this, guys. You can see if you follow me.
Wait,
on my story
you as well and posting this on my story.
This is what it's meant to look like.
It's just your face with a little circle through the middle.
Oh Lord, this is not good. For me, it's fine.
Wait, someone asked, how did you build your media kits? Do you have a media kit, Max?
I feel like I should.
I am giving advice about media kits. I don't even have one. I don't have a media kit.
I have a little stat sheet that I send to companies when they want to know. And I'm like, hey, so many followers I have. This is my insights. Work with me, please.
I'm the same. You can build a media kit and you can just Google a template for one, but just name, stats. Like that's important. A couple of like photos that you need. All of that. But amazing.
Oh my God, I'm literally gonna post this screenshot on my story. This is a disaster. I promise next time I'll go to my better internet.
I honestly think we did good under the circumstances. Like
we just rolled with it. We ignored the issue. Just kept going.
We're working past it. It's fine.
We're working past it.
But I think that's it for now, and we might stay tuned because Max and I might collab again because we have a lot of ideas. So if you want to see that, let us know, and we'll definitely dish out more content for you guys. But in the meantime, that's it. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yes, thank you for tuning in.
I'm gonna watch Money Heist and then go to bed.
Oh my God, I think I should start watching that. It's meant to be really good.
It's really, really
All right.
good.
Well, sorry about the blur, guys. It's a vibe.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks, Max. I'll talk to you soon.
This is my melancholy room. My name is Duckworth, and I'll be playing y'all a couple of songs today. This is me in my most chill environment, so these are my Haru gangster socks. And yeah, let's get things going. How y'all feeling out there? Y'all good? This is my Spider-Man mug. I'm gonna get zoom in on this. I'm very proud of this mug.
I can't.
Oh, okay, I can zoom in today. But it's one of my favorites. I thought it would just get us in the movie and shit.
Right into beach house waves.
Laughing, looking like a beach house. But when your face is on me, you just bring the sun to beach house. Catch a wave of fun all night. Right before the tides arise. Hey.